Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gigabyte Esports Land. We are on StarCraft stream number 2, and we're going to have a TvT here, JoRoSaR.
It's going to be pretty entertaining. We've had two players that aren't necessarily having the best time in the tournament here so far, but both of them incredibly skilled, and even in the games they've lost them by very, very small margins. These guys are incredibly good players, and they're going to be facing off. Map number 1 will be Entombed. I am, of course, talking about Illusion, who is going to be going up against GoSuSTX.
Yep, Illusion from Team Quantic, GoSuSTX. Doa, part of Team Gosu here. He's off watching, not casting right now, wants to see how his teammate does. Because these are the final matches of the group, guys. These are the ones that matter. Even if you're not playing, if someone loses, you can force yourself up. And we have the brackets open right now. Can we get a look at Illusion group?
Yeah, that's right. It looks like this is going to be a very important match because Illusion is 1-3 with map score 2-7. STX is 1-3, map score 2-6.
This means Illusion has to 2-0 STX. And it really needs to be a 2-0 because if it comes down to those game loss
whoever wins the match, because they're equal, they're 1-3 and 1-3, so it won't come down to game score.
Right.
Whoever wins this. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Whoever wins this is going to... Sorry, whoever wins this will go through in 4th place behind Dream, Violet, and Sleep. So this is a battle for who gets dumped out of the tournament and who stays in. This is actually a ridiculously crucial TvT here. 4th and 5th place as it currently stands with Illusion 1 game ahead, but whoever takes this series will go through in 4th.
Top 4 from the groups makes it onto the championship brackets, which will be played tomorrow. Yeah. So like we just said, this is the most important match of this group right now. Winner takes all. And it looks like we're getting our players ready. Countdown is on the way, like we said. TvT Illusion versus STX.
And we've seen some amazing TvT series here so far. Clyde and Beastie Cutie blew my mind yesterday.
Yes, Kwai Rice and Ryung as well, for those of you who watch those.
Fantastic stuff. But we're going to be getting into this game now, guys. Spawning over here in the top left corner of MLG Entombed Valley is the Blue Terran. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Team It's Gosu here at the Gigabyte Esports LAN, it is STX. His opponent in the bottom left-hand corner spawning is the Red Terran, representing Team Quantic here at this prestigious event. One of the most amazing up-and-coming players in the scene. Hasn't been having the best time so far in this tournament. Will he squeeze through to the championship bracket? Let's find out. It is Illusion.
Now, JoRoSaR, I have a question for you.
Go for it.
I want you to answer it honestly. Who do you want to advance here? Not who do you think, who do you want?
Illusion.
Who do you think?
Illusion 2-1.
You know what? I am the exact opposite. I think it's going to be STX winning. I want him to win, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 in his favor.
Here's why, though. The thing is, recently there's been a lot of hype about Illusion, and it's not unfounded hype either. The guy,
he's so good.
He's 16 years old. He really is a fantastic up-and-coming player. His team is behind him. He did quite well recently in a lot of tournaments he's been in as well. He's knocked out some very notable players.
At the Red Bull land, he did not qualify for the championship bracket, but he took games off of very good players.
Exactly.
He took a game off of Violet, who's one of the best Zergs in the world.
Violet's amazing. Yeah. So I admittedly don't want to see Illusion dumped out of the tournament at this stage. On the other hand, STX has not had the best time at this tournament so far, and both of these players, I'm going to be honest, it's sad that one of these guys has to go out. I'm not anti-STX. I'm not even necessarily that pro-Illusion, you know, when the players are compared to each other side by side. I really want to see both of them go through, but it's not going to be possible here.
We have to come down to that. Now, the reason I picked STX is he plays in the Play Him daily. I get to see him.
And we do have a Command Center first coming out from him, by the way.
Yeah, Command Center first from STX. You know, he doesn't think Illusion's going to be doing anything too crazy. Probably think it's going to be a gas expand. That is not the case, though. In Quantic Illusion's base, he did go 12 racks, 13 gas pre-centered, getting that second gas. With the second gas, this is definitely pointing towards those Cloak Banshees.
And we have a potential, a very early tech lab going up on the barracks there. Are we going to be seeing a Reaper coming out of Quantic Illusion? Yes, we are. So a Reaper prior to an expansion coming out of Illusion, but as you pointed out there, Zoia, a second gas is being taken here, so maybe he's going to be using that gas, possibly even for Cloak Banshees later on. We'll have to wait and see what he chooses to tech up to. At the moment, though, he is going to be sending a Reaper in response to the Command Center first build coming out from STX, as STX now gets down 2 barracks. Bear in mind, of course, as well, that the Orbital Command has been alive, kicking and muling for quite some time in the base of Illusion yet, so STX not yet realizing the economic advantage of that Command Center first build.
Now, what will we see from the barracks, not from Illusion? Will it be another Reaper? And it is. We were just talking about this build, JoRoSaR.
Is that what's going to happen?
We were discussing, JoRoSaR's like, I've never seen this build before. This is going to be the Reaper Hellion drop that play. It is very, very good, and I'm glad because we were just talking about how you've never cast this type of style.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is going to be pretty cool. We could be seeing Reaper Hellion coming out of here from Illusion. Wow, that could be very interesting. I mean, especially if he gets a bunker up. This is the kind of map where just to the south there, that positioning is really good for bunkers in that little alcove. I wonder if Illusion's going to be pushing with a couple of SCVs to try and get that. And look how quickly this one Reaper is doing damage to the command center. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, no, I was playing with Reapers in Heart of the Swarm beta, and I'm not going to use them ever again. The building damage is just so key. The healing out of combat is really silly. It is really, really silly, and
why
you
do
don't
they call
get
it
Reaper speed anymore.
I was discussing this with
That's what
Zoia
we're
yesterday.
researching.
Why do they call it combat drugs when you only heal out of combat? It should be out of combat drugs.
Yes.
They're recreational drugs. They're not actually being used on the battlefield. What's up with that name, man?
You're such a nerd, man. We have Nitro packs being researched. This is being taken out of the beta. This is the one problem I have with Reapers. Yes, the out-of-combat drugs, that's cool and all, but without Reaper speed, I mean, that's why people use this build in TvT now. It is researching. It's halfway done. First, we have first Hellions here. The Marines poke down. They see the two Reapers. They see the Hellion. They can't engage this. The medevac's on the way. So, JoRoSaR, we're seeing it. This is going to be fun.
This is going to be unbelievable. Are we going to see a bunker go down from that SCV? He is now on the high ground. The Reaper's coming in.
The tech lab. Will it get canceled? No. So he did lose the resources there. Marines engaging this. Oh, nice flank there from STX. Damaging some of these. The first medevac is about to pop out, though.
Here's the biggest problem for Illusion right now. Reapers and Hellions, they're kind of squishy units.
No.
Oh, we need to be careful. Both sides. Oh, we do get a cancel that time, though. Both sides have squishy units right now. Those Marines are not the biggest help.
He lost a Reaper.
Oh, that is not what he needed. I'm surprised Illusion didn't put a bunker on the low ground and put two Reapers into that. I would love to see that, but we do have a medevac now streaming across the field in Illusion's favor. The supply is currently 42 to 39 as STS rearranging where the buildings are positioned so that the bunkers have maximum surface. He really wants to turtle up here.
Look at what Illusion's doing back home, too. He's going up for Cloak Banshees. He is not... Did the scan see the tech lab on the starport? That is the most important thing.
Let's take a look. Yes,
it sees everything, so he knows Cloak Banshees are following up. He's building an engineering bay of his own. If STX can hold this drop, which I think he can, I mean, he's got the double command center, he's got the better economy. We'll have to see how much damage this can do. The two bunkers are in perfect spots.
Oh, and it looks like we're actually engaging the bunkers. The Reaper's doing so much damage to them, but the Marines coming out of the other one as well. And I think there might be too many Marines here as long as a couple of SCVs continue protecting these bunkers by repairing. Now, another reactor getting cancelled there, and looks like a reactor on the left is going to get hit as well. Illusion doing a decent amount of damage, and he's actually containing STX on one base. This is really what's important. Yep, he's expanding behind this, containing STX. The first Banshee is now incoming. Cloak has not been cancelled, of course. He's going to be going through with that. A second one is being queued up. The current worker count is 31 to 32 in favor of STX, but Illusion will very quickly have a second base off which to mine. It is important to note, though, that STX has at least been double muling.
Yeah, he's been double muling. He does not have turrets just yet. He built the engineering bay. I don't know why he hasn't reacted to these Banshees yet. Marines, do they have combat shield? No, they do not.
Nope. So 2 shots from the Banshee will kill them as opposed to 3. It'd be nice if he could pick off the SCV building the factory, actually. I wonder if he's going to be able to do that. Illusion now going to be coming in for another pass. Does he see the SCV at the factory? No. Oh, Cloak has now gone down as well. So he's going to try and bait some scans. And we do have a first scan going down, and it does not kill the Banshee. Do we have SCVs? Yes, we have SCVs here with the Hellion. So that Banshee will get repaired stupidly quickly. Doesn't have to go back home for that treatment. And Illusion continuing to press an advantage here in a good position as we now finally see turrets go up for STX.
JoRoSaR, this game is so intense, and I love this play from Illusion. He was behind at first, his damage didn't do too much, but he's canceled so many things, he's contained his front for so long, but he's not letting STX do what he wants. This is so nice how this is working out for him. Starport is on the way. Once he gets his medevacs out, he's building a reactor on the factory, he'll be able to move out on the map. We do see that Illusion is transitioning into Siege Tank Marine, but will we see more factories go on, or will he be transitioning into a more heavy bio style?
This is a very difficult point in the game for Illusion. Illusion needs to recognize that he can actually stay here. He might win the game if he pushes up, but he doesn't need to push up right now because Siege Mode is complete, and he has his second base mining. So he really just needs to hold this position until STX tries to force his way out of bunker. Oh, nice, picking off one bunker there. I mean, Illusion can push in here, and it looks like he's going to, but he needs to be careful. He doesn't want to lose this army and be susceptible to a counterattack. That's a lot of bioforce. I want to see a second or third tank coming out of him. Here we go, SCV's being pulled as well. That's a decent number of Marines and Marauders, and look at this, Illusion can't go back down the ramp. He is stuck up here. The Banshee's doing a lot of damage, and oh no, we even have a scan going off.
Mules.
Wow, that's a lot. 2 mules coming down for Illusion as well, but his entire army gets picked off. Oh no! Those Marines moving down the ramp. STX should have picked off that second siege tank. Sorry, the first siege tank, and he didn't. That was huge. That was huge. STX had 5 Marines going down the ramp, and they were in range of the siege tank, and they actually picked the siege tank to about half health, and then went back up the ramp. They must have been in a control group that he did. It might not have mattered at the end of the day, but that siege tank was doing so much damage.
It's just really beautiful play. I love the Reaper Hellion drop style. I mean, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone play it quite like Illusion did. I mean, the containing of it, the follow-up was so beautiful. I want to talk to Illusion after this set, go see, figure out what his follow-up is. Was he going to be going more of a bio style? Because it was too early to tell. He was still just established his second base. We hadn't seen the additional barracks or the additional factories just yet. So I want to know if he was going to go mech or bio from there. But it was really well played from him, man.
It was. I personally think that last move in the game, even though it won it for Illusion, was a little bit risky.
Yes, yes.
His natural expansion was mining, so he didn't have a mule disadvantage anymore. STX wasn't going to drop additional mules compared to him. He had more SCVs than his opponent. He was up by about 7 SCVs at that point. There was nowhere for his opponent to go, and his first tank just arrived and siege up. Why not wait for the second and third tank, siege up, and then push out? So I was a little bit surprised because that was a little bit of a dice roll at the end of the game there from Illusion, but he was ahead by enough, and he was able to take the victory over STX. He is now going to be going up 1-0 as we move into Game 2 on MLG Shakura's Plateau.
And we're going to go a quick commercial break. When we get back, we're going to get in the game too, so stay tuned, guys.
Don't go anywhere.